Before there was a throne, before the crown, before the name that would cross centuries, there was only one boy and a field. While kings were chosen by appearance, God has chosen by heart. This is the story of David, a forgotten shepherd, an unlikely warrior, a failed king, but a man according to the heart of God. This is not just a biblical story. It is a story about calling, falling, repentance, and redemption. David was born in Bethlehem, the youngest of 8 children, son of Jesse, ignored even by one's own family. While his brothers were strong, tall, and trained for war, David looked after the sheep. In the silent fields, away from human eyes, God watched him. There, David learned to protect, to trust, and to sing. It was among the sheep that the Psalms arose, sincere prayers, songs of total dependence on God. When the prophet Samuel came to anoint the next king of Israel, no one remembered David. But God remembered. One by one, the sons of Jesse passed before Samuel, and one by one, God rejected. Until Samuel asked, "Is there any more?" David was called from the field, arrived dirty with dust, without armor, no status. And God said, "This is it." Before all, David was anointed king, but he did not receive a throne. The oil ran over his head, but the waiting time began. Years later, Israel faced a giant, Goliath, the Philistine, a trained warrior, a mountain of strength and arrogance. For 40 days, no one dared to fight, until David arrived, taking bread, without armor, without a sword, just with a sling and an unshakable faith. While Goliath relied on his strength, David trusted in the God of armies. A single launch, a single stone, and the giant fell. That day, Israel won, and the name of David echoed throughout the nation. Success brought envy, and envy engendered hatred. King Saul, taken by fear, began to persecute David. The one who defeated giants now ran like a criminal. David lived in caves, slept in the desert, cried, was afraid, but did not abandon his faith. Even having the chance to kill Saul, David spared his life. Because I knew, God's time is not anticipated by force. After Saul's death, the time has finally come. David was crowned king of Israel, first on Judah, then over the whole nation. He unified the people. He conquered Jerusalem, brought the Ark of the Covenant. David danced before God, not as king, but as a servant. Israel lived a time of prosperity and victory, but even great men fall. In a moment of carelessness, David has sinned. He desired Bathsheba. He committed adultery and tried to hide the mistake. Sin begat death, pain, profound consequences. The prophet Nathan confronted the king, and David broke. He did not justify, did not deny. He has repented. From there was born Psalm 51, one of the deepest cries of the Bible. David paid the price of his choices. Your family suffered. His kingdom has been shaken, but his heart remained sensitive to God. He was not called man, according to the heart of God, for being perfect, but to know how to return. From his lineage would come the Messiah, Jesus Christ, an eternal kingdom, a promise fulfilled. The story of David teaches us that God does not choose the strongest, but the most available. That failure is not the end when there is repentance, and that even a forgotten pastor can change the course of history. Because when God anoints, no giant stands.